Damn.
I just got a title for the date. So, but yeah, we're live. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Havashai, Shemachak, Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, pushing his word through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Hashem, Havashai. This is the GMS Natural Brothers back at it with another lesson. The Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect. We just put the date for the title, but what we'll be getting into is World War III, man. Okay, because it is being brought upon this place. It's being more and more evident. I think that's the right word. More and more evident, I think. It is the right word.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's more and more evident that World War III is on the rise. Okay, as well the rise of the RFID microchip. Okay, the mark of the beast, the charagma. Okay, which is the size of the grain of rice. These two major prophecies are literally here. They're not around the corner. They're not down the street. No, they're here. Okay, and the Lord is using the spirit on these devils to bring this on the rise, man. Okay, why? Because this is part of Bible prophecy. Okay, so we're going to get some scriptures on World War III. And once again, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. But go ahead, whatever brothers got something. They got that Matthew, or they got something else.
This is Matthew 24, and I'm going to start at 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet."
Right, so these wars, rumors of wars. This is written in red, so Yahweh Shai is telling us and warning us that World War III, War Armageddon is coming upon this place, man. Okay? Plus, World War I is also talked about in the scriptures. World War II is also talked about in the scriptures, but right here in that scripture, the Lord is talking about World War III, the upcoming destruction that's coming upon this modern time that we're living in. Okay? Those prophecies of the other woes have already came fulfilled, but this one right here, the final woe, is nigh, man. Okay? Because look, when it said wars, rumors of wars, look at all these articles of what's going on. Look at all these videos and G summits and all that going on. Those are wars, rumors of wars. Okay? What? Babylon sending money to Ukraine. Russia saying they're going to threat the U.S. China is going to back up Russia. Iran going back. Russia going to back up Iran. All these are wars, rumors of wars. All right, go ahead.
Salaki. Matthew 24 and 7, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Right.
And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places."
Isn't that what's happening right now? Isn't that happening right now? It literally is happening as we speak right now. Okay? Because the prophecies are bouncing off the pages. Go ahead.
It says, verse 8, "All these are the beginning of sorrows."
And all these are the beginning of sorrows, because we're not even at the end line yet. We're at the end, but we're not at the finish line yet. When everything is popping off left and right. Okay? Everything's building up. The Lord is stirring the pot. Okay? And the Lord's getting ready to serve. He's about to come back and serve what he's been cooking up, man. That nuclear destruction. Okay? Because Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. 200 million missiles are going to destroy this place, man, in 1 hour. That's thus say the scriptures. Thus saith the Lord. You got something you call?
Yeah. Let me do this. Do not disturb.
Okay.
It's a quick little article. Nothing too crazy. I was looking something up off of Mir News Agency, MEHR News Agency. But the title is this October 1st, so about 2 days ago, 2023. Right. Says West pushing Russia toward World War III, Medvedev warns. And I'm gonna just read a little bit because it's a real short article, but going into that, it says the number, and this is the dude talking, whoever he is, Medvedev. He's a Russian Security Council deputy chairman, Dmitry Medvedev. He said the number of decision-making idiots in NATO countries is growing. These half-wits are actively pushing us toward World War III.
Right.
But yeah, that I just bringing that out. Just a little bit more, but
that's a war. Slack it.
No, go ahead.
That's a war, the rumors of wars, because that actually is what's happening. Because these other nations, we're going to say it like it is. They don't want to go to war. All right, Iran especially, they have said it. The president or their leader has said a good amount of time that they're not going for war, but that's, this is the spirit of the Lord. Okay, and Babylon, who's aka the bully, he's pushing their buttons. Okay, to where it's like, you know what? We just got to take down this nigga. Okay, that's wars, rumors of wars. That's building up. It's a process. It's a buildup, because if you have any knucklehead that will literally talk shit, that ain't gonna happen, and this, that, and the third, and look at our military. First of all, we don't need to hear nothing about the Babylonian military, the American military. You got women and fags in the military. You're not ready. And what are you doing? What are these people doing? I've seen videos of why people join the military. They don't, especially you Jakes. They don't join the military to serve their country. They serve the military because they want that. They want that that car, that trip to Amsterdam. They want them tattoos. They want to do a contract marriage so these people can get houses and have it paid for. They want to go to school and get their GI Bill. That's what they want to join. That's what the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, that's their mindset when going into the military. And a lot of them regret it because, especially now, they're not really getting what they went in there for. You don't see that many Jakes really succeeding in the military. It were at one point, but nowadays it's not. People regret joining the military. People saying don't join the army. It was cool at one point in time, maybe the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. But now, and you got homeless veterans. But those were the niggas that fought in the war. This place is about to get eradicated, man. They're not ready. Go ahead. Was that on that article?
I got another one real quick. 24wallstreet.com. It says, this is the title, Countries Most Worried About World War III, September 20th, 30th, 2023. It says, damn, what's the part that I wanted? Damn. Okay, here we go. I'm going to jump around a little bit. It says, with the ongoing war in Ukraine and continuing tensions between China, Taiwan, and the United States, global tensions may be at their highest point in several decades. And I'm going to jump down. It says, meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin continues to threaten severe retaliation against Ukraine allies, including threats to use his tremendous nuclear arsenal.
And they don't have those missiles just for show and tell. Nah, they're building up and putting all this money together for a reason. Okay? That's the Lord, as the scriptures say, which I'll grab it real quick. Well, matter of fact, I'm going to grab this other scripture. Lawyer, you mind grabbing, well, matter of fact, I'm already here. The Spirit had it the way it just popped on the page. This is Joel 3, verse 9, read down to verse 10.
Yeah.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Because Babylon, they're proud. They walk around saying that they're the top shotter, which, we don't say it like it is as of right now. In the way that it's established here, they are up top, okay, because they're the bully. But these other nations that you're deeming as weak, hey, they their hearts are hardening and they're building up that ammunition, man, because they not playing. They said, let the weak say I am strong. These other nations are going to take down the bully. Babylon is going to lose this war. This war that's to come, World War III, they're going to lose, man. Like we said, you got weak-minded men in there, you got faggots in there, and you got women. That alone sets the barrier right there of losing. They're not training,
Yep.
So it says, prepare to mighty. I'll read it one more time. Joel 3 and 10, beat your plowshare and the swords and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Okay, and the Lord is prepping up these other nations' mindsets to take down this whore, man. Okay? Was that it on that article?
Yeah, that was it.
You got something, Lloyd?
Hey, Salaki, can you read that verse 2? Because I had Joel 3 also. But can you read that verse 2? Because it tells why this war is going to pop off or what the Lord is doing.
Verse 11?
Huh?
You say you want verse 11? Or you say you want
verse 2? Yeah.
Okay, I'll read 1 and 2.
Okay.
Joel 3 and 1. For behold, and you got it, brother. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, verse 2, and I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh and will plead with them for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Right. So that's why this World War III is ultimately happening. You know, the Lord's going to judge them in the valley of Yahweh Shabbat, which means Yahweh's judgment. You know, out there in the Levant, you know, that's Elder Pastor Har's, that's one of his topics. You know, that's where they're going to meet at to be destroyed. That's where they're going to come and fight the Lord. You know, talking about that Second Ezra 13. You know, it's a vast show that's getting ready to happen. You know, it's the Lord's movie. So it's going to be multiple things happening, you know, all at once. You know, prophecies going to be popping out left and right, you know, back to back. So yeah, the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shah, he's controlling this war. He's controlling everything. All right. He's the author and the finisher.
Yep.
And I got this Isaiah 9:5, because this war is going to be like no other war. All right. So this Isaiah 9:5, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, like in ancient times. All right. That's what it's depicting. All right. But it says, with this shall be burning and with fuel of fire. So what was Isaiah seeing? He was seeing World War III, soldiers with guns, and then boom, nuclear missiles, you know, bombs, grenades. He's seen all that. All the prophets have seen that. You know, so that's what's getting ready to happen. It's gonna be like a time like no other. Y'all got it out.
Okay. You got something? No, I got something real quick.
Yeah, you ain't got that, Joel. Second Ezra 16.
Yep.
For the sake of time, we ain't gonna start at the top. I'm gonna jump down. Let me see. I'll start at verse 13, just to get to it. It says, "Strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out, till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again." All right, and them arrows representing the nuclear missiles. Okay, these are the arrows that are going to be shot off, you know, into the ends of the earth, man, or the ends of the world. All right, I got something else too to back up. I think it's this one. Jeremiah, I think it's 50. Yeah, Jeremiah 50. I'll start at 13. It says, "Because of the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished, and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows. For she hath sinned against the Lord." So just with that, you know, proving that the arrows, all right, when you go into the scriptures and speaking about arrows, all right, especially in instances like this, it is talking about the nuclear missiles, man. Okay, all you that bend the bow, all you that have nuclear capability, and we brought that up in that article when it talked about Putin. You know, his threats. You know, the main one, he's threatening to use his, as they say, tremendous nuclear arsenal, man. You know, so these nations are getting stirred up pursuant to we brought it out. The brother brought it out. Joel, the 3rd chapter. All right, they're stirring. You know, they're getting stirred up in the spirit, man, and they're getting ready to lay a very harsh judgment through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai on Babylon the Great, on America.
That's right.
You know, we telling you people this, and you niggas think that this shit is sweet and that we're joking. You know, it's not going to happen. And ultimately, we're just going to see, man. But the talks are here. You know, you can look, like I said, I just looked up. What did I look up? I just looked up World War III. I think that's what I did. Yeah, I just Googled World War III. And it was articles, you know, all types of things, man.
Right. Because we're in that time. But Jake don't believe it. But the scriptures say you have eyes to see and ears to hear. You got the Spirit of the Lord has to be dealing with you to understand the times that we're in. Okay, the Lord has to literally give it to you. And even if these Edomites, they know, It don't matter. They don't got the Lord though. Okay, because their mind, they're not thinking about salvation from the Lord. They're thinking about just prepping and stocking up for what's to come. But that's got nothing to do with the Lord. Which we're not saying you can't prep, extra food or maybe a weapon or something like that. But if you don't got that hedge of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, it don't matter what you say and what you will do. You're just going to be destroyed. There's going to be a draft. Okay, they had a draft in World War I, II, and there's going to be a draft in World War III. They spoke about that as well.
I got something dealing with that.
Go ahead.
All right, so damn, did I take it down? Damn it. All right, so I got to put it right back up.
You're good. I'll grab this real quick while you find it.
All
this is Mark chapter 13. You can kick this with Matthew 24. This is Mark chapter 13 and verse 7, read down to 8. It says, "And when you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, but for such thing must needs be, but the end shall not be yet." Right, because it's not the end yet. Okay? Certain things there's a domino effect. Certain things have to happen before the string is snatched. Okay? Where everything just runs amok. It's like a balloon. When you blow a balloon and you're like, oh, it's big. It's a big balloon, but you keep blowing it. Eventually, it's going to have too much air in it, and it's just going to pop. All right? So it hasn't popped off yet, but we're getting closer to where that balloon is about to pop. This is verse 8. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows." This is Yahweh Shai making it known about these wars a second time. It was in the book of Matthew, then the book of Mark, and the Lord speaks about it again the third time in the book of Luke, and all these books are next to each other. Did you find it, Lawyer?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, it says conscription, also called draft. It says compulsory enrollment for service in a country's armed forces. All right, so that's really all I want to bring out. So you got talks about this conscription, right? They're talking about taking away that old law, doing talking about the Vietnam era. When after Vietnam, there was like, no, it won't be no more drafts, but it's gonna be a draft. All right, it has to be. All right, and I don't have the article, but I will find it though. And if I find it, I'll let you brothers know. But I can't find it right now.
Okay, you got something? You call?
Yeah, I went back on here. Like I said, I Googled World War III. And they have a Wikipedia page for it. So I'm gonna read through this a little bit. I'm trying to be quick. I'm gonna start. So I'm gonna jump around. Like I said, this is a Wikipedia page. Obviously entitled World War III, but it says, due to the development of nuclear weapons in the Manhattan Project, which they went into that, in that Oppenheimer movie. You know what I'm saying? The brothers ain't seen it. It says, which were used in the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki near the end of World War II. And their subsequent acquisition and deployment by many countries afterward, the potential risk of a nuclear apocalypse causing widespread destruction of Earth's civilization and life is a common theme in speculations about a third world war. Says another primary concern is that biological warfare could cause many casualties. It could happen intentionally or inadvertently by an accidental release of a biological agent, the unexpected mutation of an agent, or its adaptation to other species of use. Yada yada yada. Large-scale apocalyptic events like these, caused by advanced technology used for destruction, could render most of Earth's surface uninhabitable, which we know, according to the scriptures, all right, America is going to be uninhabitable. Okay, after this destruction takes place.
Right.
Okay, but these things, this is speculation, and they've really been people really been talking about this since World War I, World War II, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That spirit has really been all, out there.
Right.
You got the famous Einstein quote, World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the thing. Like I said, going back to that Manhattan Project, they I think they said they said it in the movie, in the Oppenheimer movie. He was like, basically, we think we fucked ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We just created the weapon that's going to destroy, the planet. Which we ultimately know is not going to be the whole planet destroyed. It's just going to be here in America, man. And like I said, going into this, they got times when or historical close calls, and then they bring up the history of it, and then under current conflicts, it says Russian invasion of Ukraine, the 24th of February 2022 to present. So this is something that is still brewing. Okay, this whole Ukraine shit, this is still brewing up in the earth, man.
Mm-hmm.
And people ain't got over that. You still got that what was that nigga? That Iranian general or something.
Yeah.
Come on, the general leader Soleimani.
Soleimani.
Yeah. Soleimani. He got what was that? Was that last year? No, that was 2021.
That was 2020.
3 years ago.
Yeah. Oh damn. Oh,
that was the beginning of 2020. It was the first week of January.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. That was like the 3rd or the 4th or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so like I said, these things are still brewing. Damn, Salaki, brewing up. Okay. So hey, this ain't no coincidence. All right. Yeah, Soleimani. When that nigga died? Yeah, January 3rd, 2020. Yeah, Iran, they ain't forget about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, you got this whole Ukraine conflict and all this other shit. Hey, the Most High is stirring up that spirit, man.
Mm-hmm.
We have to understand that, pursuant to the scriptures, but hey, we're not on our timing. We're on Yahweh Shema Shah's timing. So,
right.
Time is extremely different in the heavens, man. So the Most High is putting forth. He's very strategic. He's putting certain pieces in order to where it ultimately, snaps. One day it's just gonna snap, and niggas gonna lose it, man.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all broke got it.
You got something, Lloyd?
I don't know if it cut him out or not.
Nah, it's Satan. It always does that. So I'm just gonna I was looking for something real quick. Looking for it for a while, but I'll just grab this real quick. This is Luke 21 and verse 9, and it says underneath, it says deceivers, wars, disasters. Verse 9, it says, but when you shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass. The end is not by and by. Like I said earlier, Yahweh Shai has spoken about this 3 times in 3 different books that are next to each other. Verse 11, it says, great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. And this is part of the great signs from heaven. A lot of you niggas be wanting a vision or not a vision, but you wanting a sign from the Most High. God, give me a sign. Well, this right here is a sign from the Lord.
Yep.
Wanting you to get right before you get brought up in that. Get right before you have to go into that draft. Get right before you have to witness people dying, so on and so forth. Get right before, so when all these things come to pass, the Lord is going to guide you through it. That's the mission. That's the message, not the mission. That's the message, and the mission is to get right with Yahweh Shema Shai before this upcoming destruction. Okay, because if you take this chip, you will be destroyed by the thermonuclear missiles. And I know we probably can't hear the brother yet. Lawyer, can you hear us? I'll grab this real quick.
Yeah, can y'all hear me now?
Okay, yeah, we're good. We'll bring out what you got then. You holding something?
Bro, I was about to read that article and it like straight up cut me out, and I didn't even know that until y'all said something. That's crazy.
It's just Satan.
So this is what Malachi has sent in the chat. It says it's from Headline News. It says the U.S. military is laying the groundwork to reinstitute the draft. It says the most recent edition of the U.S. Army War College's academic journal includes a highly disturbing essay on what lessons the U.S. military should take away from the continued war in Ukraine. By far, the most concerning and most relevant section for the average American citizen is the subsection entitled Casualties, Casualty Replacements, and Reconstitutions, which, to cut right to the chase, directly states large-scale combat operations troop requirements may well require a reconceptualization of the 1970s and 80s volunteer force and move toward partial conscription. Was a partial conscription means draft, so it's gonna be what I want to get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that shows right there. A lot of you Israelites, they gonna call you in. A lot of y'all finna get that call, that door knock, that letter in the mail, and if you ain't right with the Lord, you gonna be through.
And the draft is from 17 to 44.
Mm-hmm. But I even heard before they're gonna get men that are even older than that to come in.
Yeah, it's on up to 50.
Higher than that. That's why I heard they're gonna have men in their
55.
60s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of you niggas that are in y'all 40s, y'all think y'all good. Nah, if it's set up like that, hey, you going too.
Yeah.
You know? But you said you had something?
Yeah, I got the scriptures too.
Go ahead.
All right, this is Isaiah 50. Come on. This is Isaiah 54 and 16. It says, but behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. So that's the scientists with that atomic bomb. You know, and now it's the nuclear, you know, hypo some shit bomb, you know, hypersonic, you know, it's advanced. But ultimately, Yahweh Shemel Shah, he's the one that created this, you know, and it's to destroy the waster, you know. Well, really, it's to destroy the wicked, you know, because it's gonna go against him. You know, it's you think it's for his purpose or his protection, but really it's to destroy him. You know, that's all I want to get.
I think I got a quick precept for you, real quick. Unless you call, you got something?
No, go ahead.
This is hold on. This is the book of Malachi 4 and 1. It says destruction of the wicked. Malachi 4 and 1. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. We're talking about this nuclear destruction. It says, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. And as you know, that scripture is plain upon tables. The proud, the wicked are going to be destroyed. You heathens, you're through automatically. And then you 2/3 that want to be joined up with this devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, you're going to take the chip and you're going to be destroyed by that nuclear destruction. The second death, as the scriptures say. Okay? You will not make it. The underground bunkers this, the underground bunkers that. Hey, the Lord knows your ass is down there. What do you niggas don't understand? That the Lord knows your monkey ass is down there. He put the spirit on you to think that you can hide out. The scriptures talk about that in Amos, the 9th chapter, man. So the Lord is already a 1,000 steps ahead of you niggas. So it ain't gonna work. Okay? So if you're an Israelite, you need to repent to Yahweh Shemel Shah and get right. And you wicked elites, you devils, your niggas, you are just through. Just continue doing what you're doing. You just through. You double time loser. Go ahead. What y'all, brother? You got something you call?
Yeah. Just going into the missiles. Revelation 9 and verse 16. It says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. That's 200 million. You even go to the NOT of that verse, and it says 200 million.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 17, it says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. By these three was a third part of men killed, by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. All right, let me see. If I can find this other one. But that's just this, you know what I'm saying, describing the warheads, all right, the nuclear warheads that the Most High has used or is going to use as the weapons of destruction on this place, man.
Mm-hmm.
He set you so-called white people up in the trick bag. You spend all this time creating a weapon just for it to be your downfall.
Yep.
Okay? I'm trying to find this precept. And if y'all got something, go ahead.
I got this real
All
quick.
right.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Lloyd.
All right, this is Isaiah 24, and I'm gonna give verse 18. It says, and it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. Main point says, for the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake, and the windows on high are the heavens. And what they're going to shake from, let's find out. The earth is, verse 19, the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And that's from the nuclear missiles. You know, from the pounding of the missiles of where the earth is going to shake or reel to and fro like a drunkard. You know, and the windows on high, that's when the missiles coming in from the atmosphere, you know, the heavens and coming right back down, falling to the earth. So that's getting ready to happen, you know. So that's what Isaiah is depicting. All right, that's all I got.
I got something real quick. There's a couple of them. Joel 2, start at the top. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. It says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall there be, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. All right, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. And I'm gonna jump down. Verse 7 says, they shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. And see, the missiles, they're not going to break their ranks, man. You know, you're not going to have a missile that's set, you know, for California, but it accidentally goes into, you know, the coast of China. You know, the Most High has a strategic plan, once again, to fully destroy this place, utterly destroy this place. And then you're going to have the laser beams coming from the chariots as well. All right, it's going to be a whole movie, man. But these are things that are getting ready to happen. And this is why the prophets of the Lord are out here on the highways and the byways and doing videos to warn the people. You know? That was it. You keep going, but it's like I said.
I got this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Zechariah 14:12, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. So they're going to get melted. Okay? Yep. They're going to get Sierra Connor from the Terminator 2 movie when she had that dream.
Mm-hmm.
And when in the scene where they showed about the mushroom cloud, which that's in the scriptures as well. Okay? Everything's spiritual. And these devils, they put these things in their movies, which is the prophecy. They put them in these movies because this is what's to come. This ain't something that this nigga just sat there and conjured up in his own mind. No, they got these topics from the scriptures.
Fuck.
You know, like Independence Day, which, you know, Esau is going to do these movies to where he wins. But in this movie that we're living in called Life, this nigga's going to lose. And it's already been predestinated and set up for this nigga to lose. Look at him. He's losing now. He's pulling his hair. He's narking his teeth. You know? Because he knows. That's why he's moving the way he moves. Revelation 12:12, because he has a short time. You got something, Lloyd?
No, that's all I got.
Con, you got something you call?
Yeah, real quick, Salaki.
You're good. I'm going to get this real quick while you're looking for it. Revelation 8:13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, woe, 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 the three woes. What does woe mean? Destruction. To the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels, which are yet to sound. That was just something real quick. And I got one more. Yeah. Where is it at? I just saw it. Oh, yeah. It's 2 in the same chapter. This is Revelation 11 and 14. It says, the second woe is past, World War II, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, and it's coming quick. It's coming in quick, and it's coming in hot. Each and every day, rumors of wars are spewing up. More missile talk, more missile show. You know, because it's about to get real out here. Jumping down to verse 18. Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry. Aren't they angry? And thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and which destroyed them which destroyed the earth. Okay, so these nations are angry, and the Lord is putting that spirit on them. Okay, that peace to the Middle East, that let's just all live in peace and harmony, and all that shit gotta go. We're not gonna be able to live in peace and harmony until these devils get destroyed and us Israelites are back ruling again, and Yahweh Shai is claiming back what's his. That's when we can walk around and be like, yeah, it's peace, we're safe, we can kick back. When we have these devils in subjection, then that's when we can say we're in peace. Okay, you go.
Yeah, I got two real quick. Isaiah 34, which you can also tie with Revelation chapter 6. Isaiah 34 and 4. It says, "And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll." Mm-hmm. That nuclear cloud, the mushroom cloud.
Yep.
Right? And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. All right, Idumea are you Edomites? Esau, Edom. All right, that's just the Greek way of saying Edom. Okay, but yeah, that what did it say? The sword coming down upon Idumea, man. The Most High is getting ready to judge this place, and I got 2 Peter 3 and 10. Mm-hmm. Title for this is it says a new heaven and earth, which is ultimately you going into this precept. This is what we look for: a new heaven and a new earth. In order to inherit and receive this new heaven and new earth, all right, that we prophesy about, the destruction of this current society, this current kingdom that's set up, all right, has to be destroyed. And it's going to be destroyed through the process of thermonuclear fire. Thus saith Bashim al-Shai. Okay. You believe it, you believe it. If you don't, it's still going to happen. It doesn't fucking matter, man.
Because that was the scripture say, for what if some did not believe?
Yeah.
The faith of the Most High happened without effect, simply paraphrase.
Right, however big. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Just because you don't believe don't mean it ain't going to happen, and you can't prove it. And if it ain't going to happen, nigga, prove it. So you're just going to just say, oh, our military is this, or I just don't believe it, whatever. Well, nigga, that's not proving anything. You're just going off of your own thought.
Yeah, vain.
Yeah, your vain opinion. The Lord don't deal with opinions. He deals with facts. So if it's not a fact, nigga, it's an opinion and you're wrong. This is a fact. Okay? This is the book of life, and this book is literally living. The prophecies are bouncing off the pages. Explain that. Oh, no, it's a coincidence. And you just a dumb nigga that don't know nothing. And really, we already know what it is. Your ass is scared and in denial. Cool. We scared too, but we got the faith of the Lord in us. This is Revelation 20 and 13. Read down to verse 15. It says, and the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged every man according to their works. Right. And the Lord's going to judge you by the ways you've been operating in this society. This is verse 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And what was the first death? When the Lord, during the time of Noah, flooded this place, man. When he flooded the earth. Okay? And the second death is when the destruction of Babylon, aka America. Verse 15, it said, whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So those are none of the elect. Okay, they're gonna be thrown into that lake of fire, that nuclear destruction. Because when we get beamed up in them chariots in Revelation 15, hey, it's gonna look. We look down through the sea of glass. It's gonna look like a lake of fire, man. Okay. Y'all brothers got anything else?
Yeah, no, that's it. I got one more.
So you got one more you call?
Yeah, real quick. 2 Peter 3 and 10. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you brought out. Did you bring out Malachi?
4:1. Yeah, I brought it up.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just going into this nuclear destruction. It says the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. So all the ideologies, the philosophies, the doctrines of Babylon the Great, you know, and the shit that Esau Edom has been able to push out since the Renaissance, you know, really shit going back to, you know, when they first came to power, you know, under the Greeks. All right, all that shit is getting ready to be thrown out the fucking window, man. You know, and the end result is going to be righteousness in Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, and our people are constantly in a state of complaining, tired of going to work, tired of dealing with the baby mama, tired of bills, you know, tired of, you know, struggling and sickness and illness and death. And the answer is just serve Yahweh Bashim Shai and wait on the Lord. Because he's getting ready to rectify, you know, the nation of Israel for all the wrongdoings.
Yep.
All right, because it says they furthered the affliction, man. Yeah, you niggas are wicked. We were wicked. All right. But Esau went too fucking far.
Right.
So he's about to get judged. But that's all.
I got this one more.
Yep.
So Revelation 14 and verse 8. I'm reading down to verse 10. Revelation 14 and 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, we're talking about the RFID microchip, which you need to not take. It says, and receive his mark, the charagma, in his forehead or in his hand. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, which is the nuclear destruction, nuclear warheads. It says, in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, and the Lamb represents Yahweh Shai. Okay, so all you niggas that take that shit, which you've been constantly told and warned, starting with the apostle and others, the men of the Lord, constantly been warned to not take it. Your dumb ass still takes it. You're automatically going to be destroyed. There's nothing you can do. You can't repent. Okay? So you've been warned, man. So if you're an Israelite and this resonates with your spirit and you believe and it makes sense, then you need to get right with Yahweh Bashim Shai if you are an Israelite. Okay? I got one last closing. Let me grab it real quick. This is goodness gracious. This is Matthew chapter 4, verse 17. It says, from that time Yahweh Shai began to preach and to say, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So it's time to repent. It's time to get right before that nuclear destruction comes, before that RFID microchip comes. Okay? Because all bets is off when this thing is brought into the light, which is already brought into light, but it's pushed out with full force. You know, all bets is off. So you've been warned. So that's pretty much about it. That's something we wanted to quickly throw up. Lord, when this lesson was edifying to the elect, before we close, want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem. Hey, double honors to the apostle. There's the GMS is pushing his word to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, you Rusky fight this good fight of faith. Call me a Shalom. I'm out of here. Shalom and a blah, blah, blah.
Shalom.